welcome to another edition of
Life, Lust, and Lifestyle with Lee and
Cece.
Cece.
Ooh, we was kind
Brought to you by
Hidden Gems. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you've been shopping at the boutique.
Yeah.
You've been at the Hidden Gems boutique.
Hey, I just said, wait, we might as well throw on our gear today. Why not? You know, it's fall, hoodie season.
It's hoodie season. I stay warm because I hate being cold.
I know if you posted, I posted a picture on our story of Lee wearing it outside.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. But anyway, hey, get to your Hidden Gems boutique store. Pick up your items, right?
It's hiddengems.myshopify.com.
Ah, see, there we go.
We have hoodies, we have t-shirts, we have hats right now.
Yeah, definitely. And if anything you want, we can get. So again, subscribe, like, and share, and that way we can go in more depth and get more items. But what is today's topic today? I mean, I know we hot in our Hidden Gems here, but what's the hot topic for today?
Today's topic is
I got it. Red flags, red flags. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when
red
they come for
flags.
you? Red flags. Okay, so hit me. What is red flags? We in the lifestyle, and you hear the word red flag. What does that mean?
Red flags is kind of like, you know, when something doesn't sit with your spirit about something or a certain situation, right? That's a red flag. You know, so you want to kind of look a little bit deeper into why you're feeling that way.
Looking into your eyes. Is that deep enough?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
I got to double check, make sure you're being transparent. Hey.
We're going back to that word again. That word comes up in every episode. But anyway, we on red flags, baby. So give me some examples of a red flag. And of course, from our perspective.
Yes, we got to make that disclaimer because it's not everybody's red flag.
Exactly.
It's what your own personal discomforts and things are. Mm-hmm. So for me, a red flag could be a behavior that didn't set well with me. I didn't like their approach.
Okay.
I was turned off.
That's fair.
You know, I thought they were disrespectful. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I told him I was married several times and I should talk to you about it, and he kept hitting me up. You know, so that's a red flag.
So he's like, a little aggressive.
A little aggressive, a little disrespectful.
Okay.
Or because we're not looking for an emotional relationship. You know, red flags to me are people who are looking for seeking that. Yes, and their behavior also dictates that that's what they're seeking. So those are red flags. It's not a bad thing,
right?
It's just not our dynamic. Right, it's just not doesn't fit what we want, right? And or even if it was a casual situation to begin with, and then their behavior starts falling more in line of relationship type behavior, that could be a red flag for us as a married couple.
Right. I know I've had some red flags in the past. And it came with our boundary situation. I thought a red flag would be if we're entertaining anyone who lives in our immediate area, neighborhood, right? That's a red flag because of comfortability, fear of frequency, things like that. Or even fear of being dishonest, you know, just because it's so available, right? So it could be a red flag, but it's kind of more to me. That's kind of like it was a personal red flag. It wasn't like red flag all day, every day. It was when we first started. That was a red flag because again, the security of our bondedness being split because of accessibility. You see what I'm saying? In that friendship and that growth and some other stuff. Another thing is somebody too close to home. You know what I'm saying? Has been a red flag in our situation. Another red flag is a person telling us one thing and then, like you said earlier, behavior changed to another thing, right? Which led to more of the connection relationship and not the connection friendship, right?
But even sometimes when we want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I've done that many times, is just giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like that might have been a red flag, but maybe I should learn more before I judge, or you know what I mean, or be quick monitor. To act.
Yeah. But you come up with a good word in that description, judge. You know, everyone always say this is a no judgment zone. Mm-hmm. And I think the judgment is in what your kinks are. You know what I'm saying? That's more of the non-judgment aspect of lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But we as people judge each other. That's why we're friends with this particular person and not that particular person, because it's something that I perceive them doing, saying, or something of that nature that caused me to judge if I want to be friends with that person. So that's why I always say it's a non-judgment zone, but we still judgmental people.
I know I can get carried away with.
Are you trying to hug me?
I've just been putting my arm here just to rest it.
Boy, you are just taking over. I'm the one that's supposed to be hugging you.
I ain't hugging. I'm just resting my arm back of your chair.
Well, let me snuggle in a little bit. Okay, so tell me about it.
So where were we? Now you got me off topic here.
We were talking about judgment and judgmentalness of groups of people and who we hang out with. So we are judging based on who we want to hang out with, right? But we're not judging what they do in front of us, behind closed doors and things of that nature.
No. That's not what it's about. But you can judge somebody to know they're not for you. Gotcha. To know that they're not your dynamic or they're not into that same space. Mm-hmm. But judging person on a negative, it's like we can agree to disagree.
Gotcha.
That's respect, right? But to judge somebody based on their own ideology of what it should be is wrong.
Definitely that.
You know what I mean? Like, who are you to say? Who are you to judge? Everybody has their own journey.
I can't sleep with such and such, or shoot my shot.
Yes. And then other red flags might be, I know that some people who are seasoned in the lifestyle really don't like.
Look how comfortable she is. I am like a tripod for her head right now. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Go ahead. I threw you off again.
Yes.
I better stop.
You know you like that. Yeah, you did throw me off again. See, this is not.
This is what people like to see. Natural situations. We just normal people talking, right? And we've given our experience. But we're talking about judgment and judgmental behavior. You were talking about, this is what we judge and we don't judge this, right? What people do for their kinks in the sexual way is not for us to judge. Mm-hmm. Who are we to judge them, right?
Right.
It's just something that I wouldn't do. So when I'm judging, it's something I wouldn't do, but I'm not knocking them for doing what they do, right? And we've been in some situations, right? I've been in a meat market. Yeah, I know you're gonna smile on that one, right? We hosted a party here, not under Hidden Gems, but it was a rental, right? It was all men. I couldn't judge, but I did learn some things from that night. You know what I'm saying? To better understand that particular part of the lifestyle and how it compares to the heterosexual lifestyle parties, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what we talked about. I had two gay men that are promoters, and we sat down and we talked about what's the difference between a heterosexual party and a gay party. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, y'all get right to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like come to the door, strip down and wipe down, and you all doing what you're doing. That's my experience. Okay. Not to say that all are like that, but my experience of this one was it doesn't happen like that in the heterosexual parties that we've gone to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's more of the come in, socialize, eat, icebreaker, dance, music.
But the red flags, it doesn't matter what your preference in activity or lifestyle or dynamic is. A red flag is something that it doesn't fit into your scheme of things, right? It doesn't fit. So it's a red flag. Do you entertain it or do you give it the benefit of the doubt, like I do sometimes, and see how it plays out? And I will say a majority of the time,
here we go. I
mean, my experiences have not been always beneficial. Sure. If I let my guard down and I open myself up to giving them the benefit of the doubt. a lot of times my instinct is just my instinct. I just don't feel good about this person. I don't like their approach. Every time I see them or their whatever their comment is, I cringe, you know, like, you know, but to each his own, you know what I'm saying? There's other people that might connect with that. There's other people that might be looking for that same fit. You know what I mean? So I can't just say just because it's a red flag for me that they shouldn't be in the group. But if it's something that I feel could be damaging to the whole group, I will step up and speak up about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we are trying to build a culture, and does it always going to be positive? It's not even natural for everything to always be positive, right? But we want to be a platform of growth and change and maturity. So if you're not in that space of growth, change, and maturity, and you just want to be here making fun, you just want, you know, sometimes misery loves company, as they say,
right.
You know, looking for some people to jump on that bandwagon. You know, this is not the space. You know, in my opinion, it's not the space. Okay. It's not what we're trying to build. Are we able to cry on each other's shoulder? Of course we can. That's what we want, right? We want to be able to work through our problems as a community, but bashing and making fun of and judging is not building healthy connections.
Right. Especially when people are already hesitant in knowing what they do know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, be who you are. Do what you do. Be who you be. But just don't offend anybody. Just be respectful.
Especially if their name is Flea.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, that was a rhyme. I was trying to put my name in your rhyme, but it was good. Be, Lee, all that. Anyway, going back to red flags. Some of the red flags that we have situations where we've both approached different couples or different people, and one of us had a red flag. And we talk about it. We always start off with transparency, right? And then we say what's happening. So
we have to voice our concerns.
Yeah.
You don't want to really hold back your concerns because it could
bite you in the butt.
Could bite you in the butt later. Like, I knew it, you know, this type of situation.
Yes.
But at least if you are able to voice your concerns, they're able to maybe make you feel a little more comfortable about your concerns, or maybe they might turn your perspective a little bit.
Right.
You don't know enough information to say something about it, right? So, you know, be fair. And just, I say just go with your gut. Yeah. Because you don't really want to push the issue. Is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic is on.
Okay.
And you're playing with it. You forgot. You got the hoodie, the warm hoodie.
No, there's been times where we go through a whole session and the mic ain't even on.
Oh, well, it's on. I already know. I made sure they were on, right? But again, I just want people to know that we do have different red flags when we approaching
red flags
situations.
Should be a no, right?
Right.
But it's not always a no.
It's not no forever. It's okay. It's no for now, but we'll talk about it and let's find some different perspectives on that.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And some red flags have turned into green flags.
Some.
And then they turn right back into red flags because
some red flags have turned into big fights.
Yes.
You know, because we don't have the same perspective on that red flag.
I'm on one side, it looked green, and the other side, it looked red for her. So, and we both Geminis, and we definitely fight for our wants.
We're passionate.
Okay, that's a good word.
We're passionate about how we feel about certain situations. We're passionate about what we want, right? But sometimes they're selfish wants. I want what I want, and he wants what he wants, and we're gonna argue the point.
Right. We end up compromising.
Most of the time.
Most of the time we compromise, right? That I'll take a little bit of this away, you take a little bit of that away, and we come step closer together. So again, it's communication, it's work, it's.
Now here's a question: when you have a red flag about somebody, do you tell them what the red flag is?
You mean, do I tell the person that have the red flag?
Do we communicate to them what our issues are?
I would say I have 90% of the time.
You've been transparent about what the issues are.
I say 90% of the time.
Okay. Now,
some of the big red flags, I probably haven't, because I just see it being destroying of the possible friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because you be passionate about your red flags. and I be passionate about why you feel that way, right? Because I want what I want, right? I saw I want to have a toddler like a baby, right? Rattling with the rattle, right? So I don't damage my friendship with the other person with the red flag. I got play it off, and I say, you know what? This ain't what it's gonna be. Hey, we friends.
You know what? A red flag does not mean you cannot be friends, and I always say that.
I didn't say that.
A red flag does not mean you cannot be friends.
You just have boundaries, more boundaries than the normal green flagger.
Pretty much.
There we go.
Pretty much.
I'm a guy who like to be outside the boundaries. I don't like to be caged in. I am not an animal, right? Like the elephant man.
He likes to be animalistic.
True that. Facts, right? Facts. For real. But I don't like that. I need to see for myself. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you allow that red flag to be put down, and I've stumbled into the red flag at the end, and you like see.
Sometimes you do stumble into red flags. Sometimes you don't always see them right away.
Right.
Sometimes it's like you've already established that connection or trust, and then later on you find that they've been talking behind your back, or whatever.
Right.
They've misinterpreted the relationship.
Right, because we've had some people thought that we weren't in love and thought that we were on the breaking up.
Where they got that from, we don't
have I don't know where they came up with that from. Right?
It was an assumption because of our openness. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand the work that goes behind what we do. Red flags, everybody's going to have them. Yep. They may not they're justified to the person who feels it. Yes. I can't say they're always justified, but the person who feels it, it's justified to them. So, even if the partner doesn't see it, you should consider it. Well, at least talk it out.
I know that I come from the view of, man, why she throwing a red flag up? She must be jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, golly, boy, I swear.
Man.
Are you hating on me, right?
I'm just a good judge of character.
You are a good judge of character, but damn, sometimes I be like, baby, let me find out for myself. I like the thrill of the chase. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for that gazelle that's hurt. I'm looking for that one that's the fastest in the group. That's what I'm going after. Because if I get it, I can say, yeah.
And I get to sit here and roll my eyes every time he misses.
But it's the fight of the lions that matters. You see what I'm saying? So, but we've had those discussions. We've had situations where you've thrown up red flags right away. I've been in debate with you.
I just have less patience. That's really what it is. I don't really have the patience to work out some red flags because there's so many other opportunities out there. Why waste? I'm not young.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not trying to waste.
I thought you was
my
golden years.
Is that what they're called?
If you talk about the age,
my last 20, 30 summers on the wrong vibe. Okay, there's no time for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't want 3 months, 4 months, 5 months down the road be like,
why did I waste my time?
Yeah.
Or why did I allow this to eat up all my time?
Yeah, just nip it in the bud up early in front. Just keep it copacetic.
Well, I've thrown up red flags too, and you had to justify your.
I know. It always changes when you have to flip the script.
You see her face when she says, I know, and her eyes went, because it is painful when the other person doesn't agree with your mission or your task at hand. And it's like, but damn, it was somebody I was just had a great vibe with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
But, be genuine with it, too, because sometimes, you be throwing stuff up because it was your boundary, now you got to throw it in my face just to make it fair, right? It's like, well, shit, I couldn't do it. Why should you be able to do it? Well, do you genuinely have a problem with it? Like, is it genuinely a painstaking event for you?
I didn't
initially. Because if it's genuine, then I have no problem modifying my plans, my intentions, or anything else.
That's where trust.
But if you're just saying it kind of just in spite of
that I never do,
then it's not fair.
It's not fair. That's why I'm always genuine when I do have it.
And I am genuine when I have my concerns, trust me.
You are, but
I look at every angle.
You heard of Dollar General? You like $5 General.
What does that mean?
It's like you got extra on it for me. It's like extra mustard.
He's
on
an
a hot
extra
dog.
person. Would you agree? Everything about him is extra. We got the same birthday. Don't think for 1 minute. I don't really know.
Me.
Yeah, because he has good intentions, but he's still at the end of the day.
I'm extra.
He's who he's always been.
That's it. It's hard to change these stripes. You know what I'm saying? They just move in different spaces when I gain weight or whatever, but they still the same stripes, right? But conforming is one thing that we have to do when those red flags.
But red flags could be within your own relationship too.
Oh yeah,
behaviors and things. Are you telling the truth? This, that, and the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's one thing not to be able to reveal all the things that have gone on, right? If I go to a party, you know, we have the freedom to walk around, do what we do, but we do connect with each other, respect each other, and then we talk about what we're looking into getting into, and that you understand that it's the moment. In that moment, that's where I was at. That's what I was doing.
But no, I was the red flag police for a while. I'm gonna say that I was very strict.
Can I go ahead and do it? You're going.
I was very strict.
Pull over.
I'm not as strict as I once was.
No, you're not.
But I have a keener eye, so it doesn't take as long.
She be hitting it on a point, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Your red flags have been true red flags. They were not a hate. Even when you conformed and said,
because I really am a very open.
You are.
And fair.
You
partner.
The things that I like to do, the things that I want to do, you consent to me being able to do them, right? I just don't take advantage of them as often as I may have once wanted to, but I do get my time in, right? And that's what I appreciate. So I start to come to realize when baby
partners, you do have to appreciate your other partner when they allow you to do things they wouldn't normally allow you to do. You have to appreciate it and say thank you.
That's it. You have to say thank you, and I do thank you. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, but I do thank you for whatever opportunities and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm a little extra, as you say, with my thanking you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. Sometimes, definitely that. But anyway, anything else on red flags, baby? Because again, a red flag can be anything. It's just something that you got to work through. And is it worth the trouble? Is it damaging to the home front?
Is it really worth the trouble? Is it really worth the fight? Is it really as innocent as you make it appear to be? Like you really gotta, look deep down and see, with your relationship being the most at stake, what are you willing to forego and move on with? Like I said, there's plenty others.
Yes.
And sometimes it's just, like he said, being transparent with that person, maybe just working it out with that person, making them understand what the insecurities or the whatever you have against that person, or maybe you might explain it how I feel.
Yeah, and I've done that.
When you came at me and did this or said this, she didn't look at that too cool, or they can understand in some cases. In some cases, they're like, "Oh, well, your lifestyle. Why would she be all upset about that?" It's
because you love me and I love you, and we care about each other. That's why she.
Yeah, people who are single say that.
Yeah, see, single people, you guys got it.
People who are single are the ones that say that for the most part.
She hating on you. She ain't letting you get none.
They be working on that guilt.
God.
What are we doing here?
Right. Making us question ourselves. Like, we are lifestyle, but no means no. And we both.
But even if we don't pursue it on a sexual level, we made some good friends along the way.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Definitely. We had some very interesting conversations and some other things that came out of it. But your gut instinct has been 100, right? I've always questioned it, but when it comes down to it, your gut be like, I told you so. She having that smart right there, that little look on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you didn't have to waste those 2 or 3, 4 weeks. I told you from the get-go what that was.
I need a little break.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. All right, well.
Let's wrap.
You want to wrap?
Yeah.
Give me some
1, 2, 1, 2.
No. What song do you know that you can rap?
Oh no, you're not gonna make me rap.
Okay, so that means we're gonna wrap up then. See, that's called a wrap up.
Let's
wrap it up with
Life Lesson Lifestyle
with Flea and CC in the place to be. What they need to do? Share, like, and what?
Subscribe.
And subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. And pass the word on. Pass this video on to 5, 10, 15, 20 people that you know that's in the lifestyle. All right. Love you guys. Mm-hmm.